Dragon Ball Super Card Game Masters, a TCG that's been out for 8 years with over 20 sets and thousands of cards, has seen multiple decks come and go out of the metagame. With a history as long and rich as that one, it is easy to lose track over which cards are staples in the current metagame, but that's what we are covering here today. These are Dragon Ball Super Card Game Masters staple cards. Roll the video! As with all of our videos, let's start with a breakdown. So in this video I will be showing you red staples. I'll show you which cards should you get, what makes these cards staples, we'll talk a bit about secret rares, and then we'll just wrap it up with a summary. Let's go! Let's start off with a question: what are staples? Staples are generic cards which go into most decks, playing a crucial role in deck building and creating a backbone of each deck. Usually when you go to build a deck, these are the first 20 or so cards that you put into your deck, and then you fill it with the actual archetype cards of the deck that you're building. I've placed these staples into 3 categories. So we have tech cards. These are your generic various cards that help out and they cover some natural weaknesses of decks, counters, and finally combos. Let's start with tech cards. So cards which fit various roles. They can be generic attackers, draw engines, extra combo power, blockers. These are cards which provide baseline utility that most decks naturally lack. So this can be a deck that just struggles to draw, for example, or struggles to remove a certain type of cards. That's where tech cards come in, and as such they're highly used in most red decks. Let's start with probably the best generic red card in the game, Son Goku Unlimited Potential. This is a super rare from BT27 History of Z. It's relatively cheap, it's around 4 euros, at least here in Europe. Why is it so good? First off, it's a blocker card which has barrier. That's huge. Unless you're playing versus green, there will be decks that will just struggle to kill a card with barrier and blocker. Green is just gonna eat it alive, but other colors, no, not really. So each turn, on your first combo, it will also restand itself. That's its auto, so technically it's a dual blocker. You can block, combo, restand, block the next attack as well. When you play it, it gives minus 20k to a battle card, and it only costs 1 energy to play. It's a phenomenal card, it's an amazing card, but it needs a leader that combos for free to actually shine. Here is what I mean by that. So for example, you have Super 17 and Vegeta. They both have this ability, or a version of it. Activate battle once per turn, use up to 1 red Saiyan card with 5k combo power from your warp in a combo with its skills negated for the turn. This can be from the drop, this can be just 5k, use him from the drop, it can be whatever. Both of them have a version of this keyword. So what they do is they combo with cards from drop or warp on each turn. This is both on your turn and on your opponent's turn. These are the leaders that make Goku shine, because you don't lose cards in hand to restand Goku. Normally you combo from hand. Now you're just not even minusing. You just, okay, combo with a card from the drop, restand. Most leaders don't have this free combo ability, which is why these ones work very well with the new Goku card. Speaking of comboing cards, we have Android 17 and Hellfighter 17, Team of Evil. This card came out in BT26 Ultimate Advent. It was the last set of last year. So why is it so good? You can combo with it from the battle area even if it is in rest mode. It costs a single energy to play. You can attack with it, it's a 20k attacker, and then you can actually combo with it when you attack with something else. If you do that, you can also combo with one more 5k combo card from your drop. Yeah, so if you swing, let's say with your leader, you combo with this card when it's in rest mode, it auto triggers and it automatically combos with another card. So it's a 10k combo basically. It's a cheap attacker which gives you plus 10k combo with total, and it draws you a card. Let's push comboing even further. So Son Gohan Unlimited Potential. from BT27 History of Z. 30k, draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards for 1 energy. It's a massive beater. It also allows you to combo with rest mode battle cards until the end of your opponent's next turn. So imagine what the androids have, this one just has for your entire board until the end of your opponent's next turn. You can just combo everything. It's a massive value for just 1 energy. In addition, it works with Beast Gohan Z extra, giving you barrier removal. This is what I mean when I say the Beast Gohan Z extra. When you attack with this Gohan and you have the Z extra in play, you can use its Activate Battle, which says you KO a card 35k ignoring barrier, and you can also get plus 15k and double strike. So yeah, when you swing with it, you KO a card ignoring barrier and it becomes 45k double striker. Yeah, this card is insane. Now you know what Bandai really hates? Blue. So we have a whole bunch of anti-blue cards. This is the first one, My King Piccolo's Underling. Where do you get it? You have to buy singles online. This card is ancient. So there's gonna be a couple of these, which I'm just gonna tell you to buy them online because you can't find boxes with this anymore. So why is it so good? It's a 1-cost barrier card that draws a card. That's awesome, that's a cantrip. However, it also has the following ability. Once per turn, when your opponent restands an energy using a counter skill, this is very specific to a counter called the Dimension Magic, they send a life and an energy to the drop. So as long as Mai is on field, they will not be doing that. This card is meant for fighting blue. It's a sideboard staple basically, but there's also another one. This is Pilaf the Cunning. So where do you get it? You also need to buy it online. It's an ancient card. It's from set, I think 8 or so. So why is it so good? 1 cost draw a card. Sure, no barrier. However, until its abilities on play until the end of the game, it will heavily tax players for restanding energy during their turn, both players. You need to send 5 cards from your drop to the warp each time. If you can't do that, you can't restand energy using anything that's not a leader skill. So yeah, there was a point where Bandai really hated blue. Our last tech battle card is Broly Crown of Retribution, and this is some crazy next level hand destruction. Again, you need to buy singles online, it's an ancient card. Why is it so good? It costs only 1 energy, and it says the following. When you play it, if your opponent has 2 or more energy, you look at their hand and you send a battle card with 20k power or less to the drop. You look at their hand, that's huge, and then you send a battle card to the drop. This card hits super combos, it hits floodgates, which are battle cards, it hits negates, which are battle cards. There's a lot of things that this card can hit. Our last tech card is the best and only unison on the list, Baby Juvenile Parasite. This one is from BT17 Ultimate Squad. It's an older set, but it's really cheap, or you can just buy singles online. So why is it so good? For those of you who have played Magic, this is a Planeswalker basically. It enters with 3 markers. It's extremely difficult to remove. It has protection from markers being removed. It also allows you to draw for free, and it is a removal on your turn for free. It just gets rid of any card unless it has barrier. It enables the Videl counter, we'll be talking about that next, and it's a 20k attacker on your turn. So if you're running Unisons, this is the one that you're running. You're not running anything else. Before we move to counters, we have a couple of honorable mentions. These are all low priority purchases, so they're all good cards. I'm not gonna go too deep into them. Gamma is free 10k combo power plus draw a card. Pen is a removal that draws a card. Vegeta restands your leader, and Gogeta is just a very good Z battle card. So all of them are good, but they don't fit every deck, and I wouldn't consider them staples. So that's why I'm just a bit reluctant. Still a good purchase, and I do recommend getting them, but they should be your lower priority picks. Counters keep you alive, that's their one and only job. These powerful cards provide baseline defense, which most archetypes naturally lack, and as such are highly used in most red decks. So here is the Videl, a card that I have mentioned when I was talking about the Baby Unison. A Videl encountering danger. Where do you get it? You buy it as a single online because it's an ancient card. Why is it so good? It is free if you have the Baby Unison. It costs nothing. It gives minus 20k to 2 battle cards. So when your opponent plays something, you respond with Videl. You play her, you remove 1 marker from Baby, and you give 2 cards minus 20k. You can just flat out remove 2 cards from the play completely. Just send them to the drop. However, it locks you out of playing counterplay cards for the rest of the turn. So this is usually either the only one or the last one that you're using. Amazing free removal which can disable entire turns for free. A staple counterplay which goes into all decks unlike Videl doesn't go everywhere, is this Gohan, SS and Gohan defeating the demon. It's a promo, you can't open it, you need to buy it online. Why is it so good? It costs 1 energy most of the time. It says 4, but it's usually just 1. On play, it gives minus 20k to a battle card, and this is not a part of the counter skill. Counter is just to play it, which means that you can actually just pay 1 energy, play Gohan on your turn, and then give something minus 20k. So it doesn't lock you out of counter plays. Videl locks you, Gohan doesn't do that, and it can be played offensively on your turn as well. It's a double striker, it's a removal piece, and it has blocker. This card is insane. So it has unique though, so you can't play another one as long as this one is on the field. Keep that in mind. The last free counterplay is Yamcha. So Yamcha, again, you need to buy him online. It's an ancient card. Why is it so good? It is a free counterplay if you have Unison that has two plus markers on it, so it can be Baby again. On play, it gives minus 15k to 2 battle cards, and like Videl, it locks you out of playing counterplays for the turn. Yamcha is really good, however, an important thing to know is this card is on the ban list, is limited to 1. You can't have more than 1 copy in your deck. Let's talk about Floodgates. So this absolute bible of a card is Explosive Dance. It's from BT23 Perfect Combination. Why is it so good? I will not read the entire thing because if you're a new player, if you're completely new, its text doesn't mean a lot to you until you learn the game. So Floodgates your opponent, taxing them for each upcoming attack in the turn. Whenever they want to attack, they need to pay the tax. You can shut down entire turns with this. It's 1 energy, stop an entire turn. If your opponent doesn't play around them, that's it. Like Explosive Dances just cancel turns. It requires setup though, 4 or less lives and a Z extra card in play. If you have more than 4 or you just don't have a Z extra, you can't use it. Note that some red decks might have a harder time getting Z extra out, while some other decks just get it out naturally, usually for free or just for very, very cheap. Then we have a Floodgate that's specific to Saiyan leaders. King Vegeta's Imposing Presence. You have to buy it online. So why is it so good? It's a free Floodgate if your life is at 3 or less. It gives a card minus 10k. It doesn't stop the attack, but it gives the attacking card minus 10k, and then every attacker in the turn gets minus 5k in addition. So not in addition, instead. So the first one minus 10, other ones minus 5. Worst case, you just pay 1 energy for it and that's it. The card only works with mono red Saiyan leaders. You need to keep that in mind. You can't run, let's say, androids and King Vegeta's Imposing Presence. There are a lot of counters, but there's also a red counter. You have to buy it, right? It's old. I've said this a million times by now. Why is it so good? It negates any extra card counter with the original cost of 1, like Imposing Presence that I just showed you, if it was played for free. That's huge. If your opponent is trying to play a counter for free, you just stop it. You cancel it entirely. That's huge. It stops a lot of cards in the game. It can just flat out win you the game if you time it correctly. you can just ignore the rest of the text. Activate main, that's flavor. Just ignore that and focus on the counterpart. Lastly, let's talk about the token negate. Every color has this one. You still need to just get them. So why is it so good? First off, it's free. It's completely free. So if you're on 5 lives or less, you take a life, you play this card, you negate the attack. However, it stops the attack and it creates a token which has blocker. So yeah, it has blocker for the turn, meaning that you can just sometimes for free stop an additional attack. If you time this correctly, you can actually create a blocker that your opponent now needs to play around and just waste an attack. We also have some honorable mentions, low priority cards. I'm not gonna go over all of them. Topo is a floodgate. After Image Technique is great for stopping attacks for free. Violent Raise is an amazing substitution if you just can't get Explosive Dance, and there's a lot of big decks in the meta. And Beaver's Ball to stop something from seeing play. These cards are all good, but they don't fit every deck and I wouldn't consider them staples. Still a good purchase, I would still recommend getting them, but these should be your lower priority picks. When it comes to super combos, we only have one. So this is Reddit Saiyan Youth. Why is it good? It's a 10k combo. If your life is at 4 or less, you bottom deck a card and you draw 2. So gain plus 10k, bottom deck 1, draw 2. Unlike in Fusion World, super combos can be used in offense as well. They're not just defensive cards, which makes them so much better, because when you're going for the game, you can just super combo, bottom deck a useless card, draw 2, if you pull another super combo, use it. If they're both battle cards, doesn't matter, just drop them, gain extra 10k. Amazing. There is also a Z deck, but I'm not gonna go deep into that one because it's pretty self-explanatory to build. You don't have that many choices, but one that is a must pick is the 10 times Kamehameha Mighty Blast. It's an amazing Z extra. It enables an explosive dance because it's a Z extra, and it's a fit in every deck which doesn't rely on an in-archetype Z extra card. As the last thing, we're just gonna go over secret rares. So red doesn't really have a lot of options. You have SS4 Vegito. This one is stupid expensive. It's the best one. It's absolutely insane, but it needs a Saiyan leader to work. The second best, which goes into every deck, is basically this SSB Vegito. It works with any leader. So if you're playing androids, for example, you can just run him. SSB Vegeta is your budget choice. It's dirt cheap. It shouldn't even be $10, I think. It's strong. It burns a life. It's a very good card. And if you're playing aggro decks and you don't have any of these, you can just go with Pen. Pen is black, but you can just play her for generic. And it's good, and she is good for white boards because battle cards basically lower her cost. So yeah, those are your options. Before we end the video, let's just wrap it up with a summary. Now you know the staples. Most of these cards are cheap. Some of them are expensive, but most of them are like relatively cheap. Don't spend on low priority ones unless you can't afford the more expensive versions. Then low priority ones are the ones that you should be getting. SCRs can be pricey. I think only the SSB Vegeta is actually the cheap SCR when it comes to the whole group. And yeah, that's about it. That's it for the video. Let me know in the comments below. Did this video help you out? Let me know in the comments. I read all of your comments. I try to respond to everything. I love our little community. And while you're here, hit those like and subscribe buttons. Help us get to 6k subs when I'm gonna give away a booster box. And of course, a huge shout out to the Coffee Club, our lovely patrons. These are our $2 and up patrons, the best coffee. They keep this crazy content grind going. And guys, thanks out for support. If you wish to join the Coffee Club, link to a patron is in the description below. This has been Damien from the Lookout, and I'll see all of you in the next video.